What's up, YouTube, and welcome to this achievement slash trophy slash collectibles guide here in Murdered Soul Suspect. This is the Heirloom ghost story for the Ashland Cemetery. So, let's do this thing. Our first heirloom is going to be located by the three people having a conversation with the ghost with the butcher's knife for whatever reason. It's going to be right over here on our stone casket. That will be our first one. There are 13 in total, so we have 12 more to go. This is one of the larger quantities out of all of the collectibles when it comes to ghost stories. And instead of heading up for forward progression, to get to the next one, it's in a bit of an odd area, so we're going to turn back and jump over this wall. If you follow the path, you will come to an end where you can find yet another heirloom. Making our way to the exit of the old psychiatric hospital thing, we're going to jump down into the triage, and right there on the bed will be our next heirloom. When you exit the triage, you will have a cutscene and spawn right here. If you follow me, you're going to go all the way down here and then remove this wall, and you will find another heirloom flashing on the ground here. However, there's another one just next to us. If we come back out of the area that we're currently in, go for it. Come on, move forward. I can do it. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to turn to our right and go up this staircase, which we're going to have to build right like that. And we will grab yet another heirloom right at the top. After fighting some demons and such, you're going to see this area, which is going to be forward progression, but instead we're going to turn right and go through this little building, and we'll pop out in this area. Now, all the way at the end of this area, you can kind of see it flashing right there, is going to be our heirloom, which we will now grab. And I believe that leaves us with, what, 7 more to go? Indeed it does. So we have 7 more to go, and now if we look over here to the second one, if we go inside, we will get 6 more to go. Grabbing that one, and for whatever reason, the game decided that I earned the achievement at this point, so I'll show you the achievement at the end of the video as always, but there is the achievement pop. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I got that achievement a little prematurely. We're going to actually head back now and go back through this building to forward progress. To our right, there will be one more, and then through the fence will be yet another one, and we will only have 4 more to go. This next one is near impossible to miss. It is pretty much on your direct path. It is right here on the ground next to some graves. We're going to pick that one up. And the next one is also pretty much impossible to miss because it's right there in front of the tree, as you can see on the ground. So we're going to make our way over there, and we're going to grab that one, and that will leave us with just 2 more to go. After another cutscene, you'll spawn here, and you'll be able to remove this fence. And now you have the teleport ability, so you're going to hop across the river and grab the first heirloom right here, leaving us with just 1 more to go. We're going to hop back across the river to get our last one, and I will of course show you the ghost story after we do collect this last one. I hope this helped you, and we will say our farewells after the ghost story, so that's it for me for now.
I've always been a kleptomaniac. It's not that I was lazy or anything, I was just bored. Stolen goods were always more interesting to me. I could just look at whatever it was and relive the exciting memory of the theft itself. Sometimes I was worried that I'd get caught. Other times I was riding an adrenaline rush. But it wasn't until the last thing I ever stole that I truly felt afraid. I remember it like it was yesterday, despite the years I've been trying to forget it. My friends and I snuck into a graveyard to drink a few beers like we normally did on a boring weeknight. We headed for our usual spot, an old run-down mausoleum. Only this time it was locked. It seemed someone had finally taken an interest in the dead guy it belonged to and didn't appreciate us partying there. So we split up and went looking for a new place. Finally, I found another mausoleum, and one of its walls had begun to crumble away, but I squeezed through. The inside looked the same as all the others, except for one thing. Lying there on top of the central tomb was a dusty frame that contained a wreath made of elaborately braided rope. Knowing that antiques were valuable, I took it. I figured I'd wait a week before selling it in case anyone reported it stolen. So when I got home, I hid it at the top of my closet and went to sleep. That night, I had horrible nightmares of a dead-faced hag with rotting flesh. No matter how many times I woke up, she always found her way back into my dreams. Over the next few days, the nightmares got worse. I'd wake up only to find clumps of my hair missing and my scalp bleeding. I chalked it up to stress and feelings of guilt about stealing from the graveyard. So the next day I went to a pawn shop to sell the wreath and be done with it. I could feel a shiver run down my spine when the pawnbroker informed me that the wreath wasn't made from a rope at all. It was actually made from the human hair of a deceased loved one, as was customary in the late 1800s. I wanted the nightmares to stop, so I sold it to him. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. Now, I spend my time trying to track it down, hoping to return it so I can finally.
So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down in the description for some awesome links, some awesome things on my Twitter, Facebook, donation page, bunch of other things you might be interested in. Keep it here for more ghost story guides as well as all of the collectibles, and why not check out my full playthrough. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.